the times the best place to load and unload is right here in the road. Johnny and Brock got the skid steer loaded up back there. 548's loaded. Not a lot of traffic on this little dead end stretch of highway, which is good. Next job's about 12 miles away. Away we go. There's probably nothing I like more than getting into good stand of white oak. Love cutting white oak timber. Biggest reason is how clean the timber usually is. When you get in a good solid true stand of white oak, there's not a lot of underbrush like you see here. Even in the middle of summer with dense vegetation, you've got a pretty good view and visibility of your forest floor and your working area. Brock, he's down there at the lower end of this draw, and I'm up here at the top end of it, so we've got quite a bit of space between us working there. But we're just kind of making our way down through here. These little draws run back through here. There's 4 or 5 different ones, and they're just full of these white oak. They don't look that big until you get up to them. They're just good, tall, slick trees. Got a lot of stave in them. Of course, you got some pallet and tie material on the top logs. Just a good track of timber. Now, when you kind of get back up here, level off, you get more back into your post oak and some black oak, and we're going to cut some of it as well. But we're just kind of working at things as we come to them. That's just me and Brock today. Johnny's not here. He's sick. Now, we are trying to directionally fall everything we can, just because this is a pretty stand of white oak and there's a lot of good young trees in here. So we're really trying to minimize our damage to residual trees. We're just going through and taking what's mature. And if we see something that's showing kind of some health issues or decline of life, we're cutting them as well, but more or less trying to do a timber stand improvement while we're at it. So far, about 80% is cutting good. We've run into a few trees that's got some hollow spots and a little shake, a little dote, but that's to be expected. We get up on the deck here a little bit later. We'll take a look at them and kind of show you what we're talking about. But for now, Brock and I are going to keep pushing down this valley here. He's on one side and I'm on the other. And try to get some on the ground. It's been quite a while since I've been behind the wheel of one of these skidders. I don't mind dragging logs every now and then, but I'd much rather be cutting. And luckily I got to do some cutting this morning. Quite a bit of cutting, so I don't mind to do a little dragging now. Get some of these things out, put them on the deck and see what we got. I started marking up a few up this morning. We'll try to mark up a few more before we leave today. I think there's going to be a pretty good pile of them when it's all said and done. Pretty good timber. this morning. They said it wasn't supposed to rain today. They said the rain was supposed to hold off till tonight, tomorrow, heavy rains, but we got a pretty good rain this morning when I got the first load. I know when I got loaded and got out the driveway and it let loose. The guys got a few more out to finish the job. I got back here and marked everything up. Now they're bringing to me logs. We're going to make 2 loads out of this because some of these logs are going to one place and the rest of them are going to go to another. That pile down there, that's all pallet material. Then this is kind of a mixed basket of stuff here. There's some stave logs with CDS is on. The circles are another outlet I got for logs, and slashes go to a different deal. There's logs with white paint. It's just, we got a unique way of marking our logs to merchandise. It works for us, so that's the main thing. See here, these are long ones here. These are anywhere from 18 to 26 footers. That's about all the Serco will pick up. It's 26 foot red oak, black oak, whatever. Pretty heavy. Ask any logger how they feel about summertime, and probably 90% of them, at least here in this part of the world, they're going to tell you the same thing. They hate it. Summertime logging to me is the absolute worst. My dad, from the time I was a little kid, I heard him talk about how much he hated summer. Of course, when you're young, you get summer breaks, so summer's kind of got a little more of a special place for you, but as you get older, summer's the devil. But my dad used to say we do just enough to get by in the summer, and that's kind of about right. We don't try to break any production records or get too carried away. We just kind of get by.